Hey, so I know this is see it's Friday, so this is like 3 days, 4 days late. I had hoped to have a video up on Tuesday. I have the material, I have the cameras, the footage, everything. Um, but just to give you an update, this is the life of revitalization, um, and what's going on. Um, I applied to get into Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. Um, Trying to think, summer of 2018, and I had originally went in to apply, so that way there I could begin a year ago. Um, was it a year ago? Yeah, roughly a year ago. Winter of 2019 was my plan to um, begin the classes. Everything was all set. I had all the letters, and I was accepted. And long story short, I did all the things I needed to get financials and everything in, and I was never told that I had all that clear. So I could have been in back September, beginning with my first few classes. No sense crying over spilt milk, as the saying goes. Um, you know, but I wanted to try to get started for this term, and not knowing everything. It was just kind of an interesting thing of financials. But anyway, I'm in, and that was actually in the first video trying to explain it. But basically, everything came in on Wednesday and Thursday, with classes beginning Monday. So this past Monday, I began classes. I had to scramble because um, I needed to get the books ASAP. Um, and with only a couple of days, it didn't look like I was going to be able to order the books from um, the Sword and Trowel bookstore over at Midwestern. So I went on Amazon, ordered those books, got them. In fact, I'm looking over at one of them right now. But that was the thing. So it became that, and I had a practicum, and I had to find a field supervisor. And so this week has been basically me just trying to get into the swing of things of online classes. I'm almost there. It's like 1 week. Where I was a week ago, my stress level was up here. Now it's down here, and I want it to be here, but we'll see how it goes. That's just the way it is. But I'm in classes. I'm getting things done, and it's just one of those things that we see. Hold on a second. I'm recording this, and I'm being told my laptop. There we go. I was just being told my laptop is about ready to die. Um, but anyway, that's why you're hearing the beeps. Anyway, so that's going on. Of course, we also have this coronavirus thing. Um, that to me has been one of those things where we're trying to figure out what that's going to be. I'm a substitute teacher. I have not been called in all week. Usually, I'm in 3 to 4 times a week. Here it is Friday. I have not had one day called in. Uh, a lot of the schools in Massachusetts have been canceling classes for 2 weeks to a month. So it's kind of a scary time. I know God is going to take care of our finances, but that's what's going on. So, um, you know, between everything, it's one of those things that we have to go with. You can probably hear in the background. I have a TV on in the next room. I'm in my office We have TV in the nurse and mom's room, so we can live stream the service in there. But um, it's one of those things, keeping track of what's going on, and just so much going on. But I wanted to kind of give you this quick little update, tell you what's been going on. For us, we're still gonna keep services. I know that's one thing. I'm on social media, and I'm seeing so many different people questioning whether or not they're gonna have services and all sorts of things. And I think people have to remember that the government is not telling us to shut down churches. They are suggesting that we just not hold services. As far as my church, we are holding service this week. We are going to have service. In fact, tomorrow we're having a men's breakfast, and we're going with that. But anyway, it's just one of those things. So I'm hoping to have that footage up. I haven't even had a chance to record footage this week because it has just been so busy for me. But so you can count this as the video, and then I'll take the footage that exists and put that, and then we'll be good. All right, that is all. I'll talk to you later. God bless.